Alright guys, so I got Ninja up over here on the side. I'm just gonna kinda go through this with you. So what I ended up with after 72 shaped burial chambers was this, plus this. This is the majority of the currency though. So 24 times 20. We got 480 plus, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16. It gives us a total of 800, and then plus 16, so 816 jewelers. Those are going at 13 right now, about 12 and a half, 13, whatever. So we'll divide that by 13 and we get closer to 63. So I'm gonna go ahead and say 63 there on the jewelers. After that we got the just the regular chaos drops. 41 total just actual drops of chaos. And I'll explain why I'm specifying that later. We got 118 fuses, which I think are going for around 3, which will give us 39. Yes, I think, is it just under 3 right now? No, it's 3, so 39 chaos there. Alks, those go for 3 as well. Let's have 49 Alks. Just over 16, so we'll go to 16. See, as you see, I'm rounding everything, some of it up, some of it down. It evens itself out, or it's close enough. Everything is RNG based anyway, so this is just what I got, as with all my other videos. 105. Those are going for 2.5, I'm pretty sure right now. Oh, nope, those have gone down to 2.8 is what I'm seeing. So 37.5, that's a 0.5. I'll go ahead and keep that 0.5. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Oh, you want a build link? 1 second, sorry. It's just a regular Wind Ripper. Or shit. Just I haven't set that up yet, honestly. Go to the site. For my Deadeye. There you are, brother. Sorry about that. So, anyways, where I was is, where was I? I was on these chisels here. So 105 chisels, 37.5. Alright, we were already past that. Where alts 20, 46, 81, 222. And those are going for just around 10 if I'm not mistaken. A little over. Those went down as well. Haven't really looked in a while. Around 21. Chromies. What did we get? We had 222, so 202 chromes. And those are going for just over 10 as well. A little bit less than. So that's, I'll give that 20. 20C there in chromes. 20, 47, that's 114 chances. Sure, 11 and a half. It's about 10. Alright, so we get in here into the miscellaneous stuff. Gem cutters are about 1 to 1. A little bit over that, so we got 21, so that's gonna end up being about 20 chaos, let's say. 4 regals is about 3 chaos. 29 silver is about 6. 16 regrets. 1.5. Regrets look like they have spiked down recently. So those are a little over 1.5, 1.6 exactly. Look at that. That works out perfectly. We got 10 chaos there. Let's see. We got 3 bless. It's about a, what is that, about a chaos there? Bless? Not quite. But we got, we'll make it up with the glass blowers there. It's 10. So we got, 2 there. Let's say 3 between the 2 of them. And then of course our veils are just over 1, so that's gonna end up being around 30 in our retail. Augment, so it's about a half. I'm not worried about that. I'm not gonna count that. 2.5 there. That's right under 10. Give it 9 scours. We got these are 5 apiece, which is 25. These are 1.5 apiece. So we're 10, 10.5. I think I did a half up here, that'll even out. Okay, and now we come down to the splinters. Nothing. It's 2 if I were gonna sell it. Same with that. This here is just under 4, right around 3.5. So 2, 4, 7. I'm gonna go with 7. Those. Do the maps here after the fact. This is, I ran out of sextants and maps, so I just kind of bought them for myself. This is just kind of to keep track of what I had taken out. I had 3 divines drop and 2 exalteds. The poor joys there, and then the vaults and the maelstrom were the only unique map drops. That's about 15C, a little over, maybe towards 17. But that came out of a diviners, so that all the stuff came out of a diviners here. Altogether, I would say probably towards 20C, maybe a little bit over that, but around there. That's 5. That's 4. That really depends what comes out of it, I guess. That's nothing. As well as those are gonna depend, and then the sacrifice fragments, I use those. So I'm not really gonna put a value on these. I might, when I make my I divide this out, make it a little neater, and I'll make a photo of it just so I can keep track like I have in all the other ones. I'll turn them in, and then we'll be able to see what we actually got there. The essences, I did hit these with a couple remnants. I didn't get anything, of course. I never really do. One went down. One just stayed the same. One changed it completely to like it sucked. So it didn't work out well for me there. What do I got? Got a sale here. Go ahead and do that. I got a ring drop. I had one of these drop and then roll like crap as usual. I mean, you expect nothing less, of course. Why he's buying it, I'm not sure. Probably gonna try to divine it into something pretty. Or thinks rarity is good. I don't know. So you can add that 5 in there, because that actually was from those. So I'll go ahead and put that in that tab for the sales there. So we add that in there. The 30C. Wow, another one. Okay. Oh, those dropped from that as well. Look at that. So I mean, a couple little drops here. It wasn't anything substantial, so I wasn't really gonna keep track, but they sold right now, so that's just kind of convenient. Yep. And there, that happened. That happened. Alright, there we go. Those didn't really roll all that great either, but we'll put those in there too. Look at that. So we add that in, we'll just chaos 42 for sales. 3 divines ends up being 36. I think, unless those changed. Those don't usually change. Oh, they're up to 13. Okay, so 39 then. Wonder when that happened. Exalts are changing daily at this point, so those are up to 90. That's 180. Should have exchanged my chaos earlier. Oh well. This, I believe, still going for around 16, unless it dropped. Let's see. No, 18. Went up. Everything's going up. Look at that. The Adziris are 4-piece, makes 8, and then this is like 1. Not even. Probably won't even sell. So that's all that. These I might be able to sell. I usually don't, so I don't really count those most of the time. So now we're on to maps here, which is kind of the hardest one to price, especially with these lower tier maps. I'm gonna go. If I look 3 through 5, nothing's worth more than a chisel. So you take a chisel, you find out how many of those. It's 25 chisels for, well, for 10 chaos. So I just kind of count that, or 2.5 chisels for a chaos. So I just kind of count them that way, I suppose. So if I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 40, 2, 4, 6, 8, 48 white maps. Which, yeah, we'll say comes out to about 2 chaos. I usually just turn those into higher tier maps. Same with all of these, but those are worth a little bit more. Those are 6s, not so much unless it's a Phantaz, which I don't think I got. 7s are towards a half. The 8s are, some of them are more towards 1, like Shore, but those are mostly all a half, except for the Shape Burial Chambers, which I bought off myself. I was only gonna do 70, and then I thought that's not divisible by 3, so I ended up having a couple drops, so that's included in here. So after that, 9, they're about worth a chaos. So up all of these, all the way through, I go about a half a chaos a piece. So if you multiply these by 24, or each one of these is 24, so you get 2 of those is a 48 plus 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16. 48 plus 16 is 64. Now this is always a very rough estimate of the value here. What I say? 48, 64. We divide that by 2. It's a little less than that, so I'll say it's 30C instead of the 32. That's probably even giving it a bit much because I do end up turning these into higher tier maps anyways. But you get up to 9, and some of them are worth more of a chaos, more towards a chaos. 10 as well averages out to about a chaos a piece, so I can add those 9 and 10 up as one a piece, and that I feel like that'll help even out that this is overpriced. These are gonna end up being underpriced, so it'll end up evening itself out. So again, we got 24 here of the 9s, and then that's 8, an extra 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14, 16, which ends up being 40 T9s and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Look at that, 50 T9s and 10s. About 50C. And then these are 7s and 8s again here. I forgot that I had these extra ones. So 24, 27, 32. Add 32 to the 64, ends up being 96, which is more like 48C, or I'm gonna say 45, since we're going down a little bit with those. About 45C. So the maps altogether total about about 97C if you add it up. Obviously a rough estimate. I wouldn't ever get 97C, but if I were to sell these bit one by one, bit by bit, I could get that. But that's not happening. But I have to add it in there. So we come over here. I believe I already added in most of this stuff. All of this stuff. Yep. Okay, let's do a total count here. I haven't been total counting the whole time, so it might take a little bit. Okay, total of 785 chaos value there. Which is it's a profit. It's a pretty good profit. I don't know. It's definitely not the fastest by any means. I mean, they're T8, so I didn't expect it to be very fast. Maybe if a doctor dropped, that's kind of what would make this be very profitable, but I didn't expect that to happen at all with only running 72. It was 491 total to total investment to do the maps. That's including sextants, rerolls, maps, the Alex, the Scours. I didn't quality any of the maps just because they were 8. I didn't think it would be profitable to do that. I'm not sure. I usually don't put chisels on anything lower than 10 unless I've got a really good block and I can sextant the shit out of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I calculate it for the most part. The maps I've done